Hello everybody, and welcome to the bonus episode of Painscreek Killings. So, it's been probably about a week since the last episode. I've had some thinking time, some playing other games time, and I've decided this is a really good game. Not to say the flaws I mentioned don't exist, but I think the good definitely far outweighs the bad. Because I've played, I played a bit of a couple of other games. Whispers of a Machine is one of them. I got about 4 or 5 episodes in, and I'm done with that game. It's sort of like a traditional point-and-click adventure. But what I realized this game does just like extremely well is sort of the non-linear clues of I need to get into 10 different areas, so I need to find 10 different keys to get in those areas. We'll give them a couple of clues to figure it out, but we're not going to point them directly to it. But we'll hide different clues in different areas that lead them to that conclusion, type of thing. Where like Whispers of a Machine, much more linear. It had some good mechanics. I'm not saying it didn't. But if you didn't follow the path it had set for you, you were just fucked and had to look up a walkthrough. At least I was. You've seen me play this game. You've seen me play Return to the Oberdin. Sometimes it gets stuck, but I think like 90% of the time I can figure it out. That game, I got stumped for like 2 entire episodes, and then as soon as I looked it up, I was like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense, so we'll keep playing. The story was starting to get okay. Now, I wouldn't say go as far to say interesting, but I immediately got stuck again and just like fucking uninstalled the game and returned it. I just like, okay, so we'll get back to my sort of rambly review in a moment. Turns out I actually sort of had this right. Because I tried it's the 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. I did look this up, by the way, after saying that. But, to its credit, this is obviously an optional thing. Actually, the entire game's optional. I could have left at the very beginning, which is just like a cool thing. And I definitely enjoy the more like meandering kind of thing where you have an interesting story you're following, but it's not like and there's not like stupid scripted things like in Whispers of a Machine. Like well, this is A, one of the cool things, and B, one of the dumb things. Let's see, 1 2 3 4 right, 6 left, 1 2 3 4 5 6 3 right. This might not be correct, by the way. So let's try it the other way around. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3. There we go. It's backwards for some reason. I don't know. That's 4 right. 4 from the right is what it means. So yeah, what it's saying is like you have this fingerprint scanner in Whispers of a Machine, right? And you have to, through your own logical reasoning, who has the fingerprint that you need. It's a dead dude sitting in the morgue. Okay, it's not a spoiler. That happens at the very beginning of the game. The dead dude's the first thing you see. So I went and I had to get his finger, right? So I was talking to the doctor. He looked away for a sec, then he looked back, and I was like, oh, obviously this is when I need to cut off the finger. Here's the fucking stupid thing that really angered me about this game. You see this, so he's like, oh, I can't remember what I was thinking about, and he looks away for a second. You can trigger that again, and so you have the same exact conversation, and he's like, oh, let me think of that, I'll look away again. But it doesn't make any logical sense that he would do that, right? He would never... You couldn't say the same thing to a person and have them look away at the exact same time twice. And that's the kind of thing, like... See, I'm complaining about it, but that's a completely normal thing that people play those games all the time enjoy about them, but it's why I've never really clicked with them. And that's why this game's sort of so different in a way. Which obviously they kind of cheat because they don't have any people. That's really cheaty, I have to say. But if you can't do it right, then do it differently. 1974. Our baby daughter is born today. We've named her Trisha. Vivian had to go through a cesarean section. I'm just glad that both mother and child are safe, and I thank God for that. I feel so happy to have a baby in the family. There's no words to express the joy I'm feeling inside. At the same time, I am worried of what mother might say once she knows that the baby is a girl. Because I'm a little fucking asshole. Vivian is being hospitalized for the second time in a year. The first time was for the C-section, this time for mental instability. Dr. Johnson told me not to visit her until she has stabilized and ready to receive me. What can I do? Mom wants a boy, but it's not safe for Vivian to be pregnant anymore. Sometimes I feel lost, not knowing what to do. Mostly I just feel lonely. I never thought this would happen. Whenever Sophia's babysitting Trisha, she would listen to everything I have to say. I could express myself candidly. Never once did she question the decisions I made. It made me feel like she understands me. No, it made you feel like that you're her boss, and that's her job to do that. Because you pay her money. That's how it fucking works. I found comfort in her, both spiritually and physically. I just never thought I would have a relationship with her. What should I do now? I have a name for our child. He will be called Vincent Roberts. I will add him to my will and strike our daughter from it. Because fuck her! I guess. Apparently. Sophia seems to be hiding as well as she can from Vivian. Even I have not seen her in these last few days. I wonder where she could be. Just so fucking dumb. So, like, I mean, that is how people act. Like, that I don't think is an example of bad writing. I think there's just a bunch of just fucking dick weasels out there that act exactly like that. Especially in the 70s. Rich people in the 70s. Rich people in general. Dear Charles, I received a letter from Dorothy yesterday. She told me everything. What have you done, my son? Does Vivian know? Have you even considered the consequences of your actions? And what of this Sophia? What will you do with her? You made a mistake and you'll need to take responsibility for what you've done. Do you understand? You cannot take her as your wife. You already have one. This scandal cannot be publicly known. It will destroy your political career. However, the child is important. He is your flesh and blood and might be the son you need to properly continue the family. I am now preparing to visit you. Do not say anything to Vivian yet. I will take care of it when I arrive. Okay, this is, why are these two separate journals? I don't know. Maybe they just had them separate. And they're like, no, we'll just throw them in here, because I don't know. Vivian hasn't spoken much since she was discharged from the hospital. Dr. Johnson says she has fully healed, but it will take some time for her to adjust back to her old rhythm. I feel our relationship is deteriorating, or has suffered permanently in some way. I love Trisha. No, you don't. And I know Vivian does too. I can only hope that my mother's passion for a grandson will not affect Vivian's love for Trisha. I hope that she does not hold any resentment towards mother. You don't love her. You struck her from your will. You piece of shit. You fucking piece of garbage. Magdalene died because she was poisoned by Vivian. We found all newspaper articles. That makes me happy. And Charles Roberts things popped up. I don't know if that's everything. I don't know. Can I look at the achievements from here? It looks like I can. So I don't think it'll show up on the recording, but I'm looking through the achievements right now. We have our personal achievements. Where's the ones to go for? We need Andrew Reed's story, James Howard's story, and Matthew Brooks' story. James Howard's, that's the sheriff. Okay, so we're missing quite a few things actually. Let me quickly look up Painscreek walkthrough. Since this is the bonus episode, I finished the game last episode, so we're just wrapping up the story a bit here. So You know, I'm not trying to actually figure anything out. Could I have looked all this up before? Probably, but I thought I was pretty much done. I didn't even think there was going to be anything left. Red box in tree stump. When you stand right before the church facing it, there is a number on the wall around the corner near the floor. Red box in tree stump. Red box in tree stump. Okay. Okay, that's obviously one thing. Maybe I should write these down real quick. Red box tree stump. It was 1203. All right, I'll pause and I'll write these down, and then I'll be back with all the answers, and I'll read them out to you real quick. Okay, I didn't really. I looked up a couple walkthroughs and didn't see anything about Reed or Howard, but I feel like there's nothing really missing from their story, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I think I figured out how to finish up Matthew's story, which I think, you know, if you recall from last episode, is sort of my major complaint about this game. Which, you know, still applies despite all the good things I'm saying about it. But, yeah. The whole Matthew Brooks. Him murdering for Sophia. Okay, sure. Maybe I could buy that. Him just murdering investigators because they might find out he did it. Still, like, there's no legitimate reason. I would never buy that he would do that. Even if he goes totally crazy, like his adopted son's dead, Sophia's dead, everyone he's ever cared about is dead. Why the fuck does he care? What's he doing? He just skulks around town? Like, okay, if they told me something like what he's doing now, of like, you know, he has a family now, you know, he's living the life, and he wants to protect them as well. Sure, okay, whatever. Alright, loading there. I think there was... I looked on the map, I think it's... I thought it was around here. Fuck. That's not correct. It's not where the tree stump is. I don't think it matters. I have the code, so I think the box in the tree stump. Oh, that's what the code that you were following does. I see. But I think the code in the tree stump actually gives you the key, the code for the study room. But I already have that, so we're not going to 100% this, you know, obviously, I guess, because we're not going to do the other ones either. But, oh wait, is it over here? Yeah, here it is. This is 1203. You're supposed to figure this out through his little scavenger hunt, obviously. Which, you know, was something maybe I could have figured out, but I just never found this box. I don't know. I guess through a scavenger hunt you figure that out. It's because it started with Stump, but I looked at those places and I did not see anything that pointed me here. Dear Sophia, it's been quite a while since I last wrote you. I've been busy. I hope you are doing well. Father Calvin has been guiding me how to be a man of God, to grow my faith in the Lord and my compassion for people. When I see those who have no beds to sleep upon and no food to eat, my heart goes out to them. I wish I could do more. Father Calvin has been handing me more and more responsibilities. It seems like he might be retiring soon. He even gave me his favorite desk and, yeah, here, I've changed this code to 03108. The day you first came to the orphanage. Painscreek has been very quiet recently. I guess that I could have guessed it that way too. And see, that's what this game does well. I could have maybe guessed that code from her important date to him, but it also tells me that in this hidden letter that I could find through the scavenger hunt. Really well done. Nothing much goes on in this small town. Oliver is still Painscreek's event photographer. Charles and Vivian are running business as usual. I'm still here waiting for your return. Do you remember the church attic? Well, I spend a lot of my free time now doing wood carving. It helps me relax. I got pretty good at it. Today marks the 6th of the year that you left Painscreek. All I want to say is take care. This will be my last letter. One day I hope to see you again. It's kind of fucked up, like, you know, all she had to do, dear Sophia, please wait for my return. Happy birthday. All she had to do was get together with Matthew, right? Then no one dies, and but you know, she had to have an affair with a married man, so not that she deserved it in any way. I don't mean that. I just mean, like, Matthew clearly loved her, and she clearly had a thing for him. But I guess not enough of a thing. But Charles is a fat, rich asshole, so, like, you know, not exactly winning me over here, Sophia. Who's the girl who the ghost girl, by the way? Because it's not Sophia. Sophia's obviously older. Oh, by the way, funny thing is, I actually did the right thing last episode and should have won. You'll see what I mean. If you remember where I ran in the hospital, I ran to the right place. It's just I was slightly too fast. So, well, I think if I read correctly what I was supposed to do. Fuck it, I'll just tell you. You're supposed to run to the roof, and she saves you at that point, is what it said. I don't know if that's true. Maybe they changed it. Maybe they change things every now and then. But I fucking did that. I ran on the roof. That's like the first place I went, or like the second or third, in any case. So, I don't know. So this will hopefully be A, the last journal, B, 1995, hopefully. Yeah, great. I visited Scott today. I couldn't believe what he said. How could Sophia be dead? Wait, what? So he thinks she just disappears for 20 years? He doesn't go look for her, but he's gonna murder people for her? Whatever. How could Andrew, Henry, and Vivian have killed her? Did Dorothy know? How about Wanda or Charles? Did they know? Why didn't anyone tell me? I visited Sophia's grave today. It was just a wooden cross that Scott made. There was no name on it. I placed some flowers in front of it. She always had a liking for flowers. We had a mass today. Vivian and Henry were there. Andrew, as usual, didn't come. All I can think of whenever I look at them is whether they actually killed Sophia or not. As they praised the Lord throughout the sermon, I felt sick to the stomach. I couldn't bear to see their faces. What should I do now? I know I should forgive them, but it's so difficult. I'm dying inside. I wish I had never visited Scott. I wish I had never heard what he had to say. I wish I could just forget everything. I need to talk to Andrew. I need him to confess. And we got the achievement for Matthew's story. So, hey, come on, dude. I'm almost done. If you're squeaking in the back, it's my dog playing with his toy. I'm so close to finishing. It always does this like right before. Oh no, it's an axe. Let me take a proper picture of it this time. Oh no, it's the thing with the fucked up E's. What will I ever do? No, no, no. And by the way, they do say there's hints that someone's been here recently. Apparently the flowers are fresh stuff.
I met Andrew.
Skip that. You lock it, you little fucking bitch. I mean, she does kind of look like Sophia, doesn't she? This goes down into the sewer. Why does the church lead directly into a sewer? The world may never know. Is he coming? There's my boy. Shit. They could make this scarier by like making him laugh or something behind you. Also like lend credence to him just like having completely lost his mind. Help me, Sophia. Why are you... I guess she... I don't know. Maybe she's just really a short person. I don't know. Alright, so we're going to the hospital, we're going on the roof, and that should do it. So yeah. Pretty cool game. I've really enjoyed it. I wish there were more like it that sort of had the patience to just kind of be just a chill detective game. Even this game kind of like fucked up at the end with this whole thing right here. Like, this is silly. This is just very silly, and I don't... It's, like, they could have just, like, you listen to the recording, you do some sort of reporting activity where you make the logical connections. Actually, just, like, you could even get rid of, the admission of guilt and stuff altogether, really. It'd be totally fine. Fucking where the roof is. Thanks. Thanks. You're the best. No, you're the worst. Where's this? There's the roof. Okay, so yeah, see, she's leading me up here. I go up here, but I guess I'm just supposed to stand here and wait for her. Alright, bud. I hear you below me. Should I jump? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, what's up? Save me, please. Ow. That didn't even work. Wait, did he kill Trisha? Oh no, wait, that's me. Got it. So she like physically pulls me away? Huh. What a piece of shit he was. Like again, what does it really matter if I figure out what he did? To Janet, I'm glad that you made it back safely and uncovered the truth about the Painscreek Killings. Good job. Your story will be on the front page of tomorrow's newspaper. That's all you get, though, because fuck you. Oh, you can write a book, obviously. Please submit the following information, as well as a photo for your article as soon as possible. Do I get to choose my photo? P.S. By the way, we found out who hired P.I. Stephen Moss. Oh. Who killed... Wait, he didn't tell me? Who killed Vivian Roberts? Vivian was killed by Matthew. What was the murder weapon? Axe. Select a photo for your newspaper article. I guess this works. It's not the best. He killed Scott. Really all I got. I could select the Andrew Reed thing. I'll go with this though. Killer's name, Matthew. We're not going to tell them about all the other murders though. Dorothy Patterson. My name is Janet Kelly. I'm here to inform you on behalf of P.I. Steve Moss. Oh, Dorothy hired him. Cool. Good job, Dorothy. That the secrets of the Painscreek killings have come to light. He is, however, missing. The police are searching for his whereabouts. While preparing for this letter, I could not help but wonder, what if Charles did not commit adultery? What if Vivian had not confronted Sophia? What if Magdalene hadn't insisted on a son to continue the family line? Could things have turned out differently? In hindsight, it's easy to say what they should not have done. Sometimes it's hard to make the right choices in life. Doesn't it? Come on! Isn't it? Did Derek really hate Scott so much that it led to his death? No. Because Bernard killed him. Right? Yeah. Could Matthew not have sought revenge for Sophia? And why did Henry Johnson choose to be an accomplice in Magdalene's death? The truth was that everyone made a choice they think was the best, but not necessarily the right one. This made me realize the following. We have the freedom to say or do whatever we want, but there are consequences following our actions. The bigger the mistake, the harsher the consequence. It was true that Charles and Sophia's affair was wrong, but Vivian had a choice. What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me with that? What? I didn't press anything. My hand's not on anything, and it just said, fuck you, you don't get to read the very last sentence or two of this game. I mean, everyone will get to, you can go back, but, like, that's really aggravating. Alright, yeah, in summation, you know, my last episode is pretty harsh on this game. Mostly because the Matthew thing still didn't and still does not make any fucking sense. And the ending was shit. However, I love this game. It's a great game. I really enjoyed my time with it. I really enjoyed reading the journals and following the story, even if it wasn't the greatest, as opposed to Whispers of a Machine or, you know, a number of other games where they tried the detective thing and they just fucking ruin it by making it way too gamey and way too, like, not having enough patience with the person playing it or respect for them. Yeah, so I really enjoy what this game does, and I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. I hope it wasn't too aggravating. I'm sure this episode was, and maybe a couple others, but I actually don't think I wandered around too much without not knowing what to do, and I think I only looked at the dartboard besides the stuff on this episode. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with with the game and my attempts at the game, I think. All right, everybody. See you next time. Bye.